And tensions over the Israel-Hamas war playing out right here in the U.S. Dozens of pro-Palestinian protesters were arrested after blocking traffic to JFK Airport in New York today. Joining us now to explore the pro-Palestinian protests and the rise in anti-Semitism, we have Hiikkind. He's a former Democratic New York Assemblyman and founder of Americans Against Anti-Semitism. Dove, thanks so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
So today, police arrested over 24 pro-Palestinian protesters here in New York for blocking traffic to the John F. Kennedy International Airport. Something similar happened outside of Los Angeles International Airport also today, where about a dozen protesters were arrested for impacting traffic. You went to the JFK Airport today to see the protests, but they were arrested already by the time you got there. Do you think this was an appropriate response from the police?
There's no question about it. You have a right to protest, even if it's supporting a terrorist Nazi organization like Hamas that did what it did to innocent civilians on October 7th. You have a right to protest, but you don't have a right to interfere with my rights, and that is, people trying to catch flights, people. We all know what it's like when you're on the way to the airport. You want to make sure that everything goes well, and you got to go through security. So for those who, block the roads, that's interfering with my rights. You have a right to protest, but you don't have a right to interfere with my life and what I'm trying to do.
And as we approach 2024, an election year, President Biden is facing increasing pressure to call for a ceasefire in Gaza as the death toll there rises. What's your message to President Biden, who, according to polls, is already losing support among young American voters for supporting Israel?
Well, let me tell you, President Biden has an opportunity for greatness, and that is by doing the right thing. President Biden knows full well. He saw the videos. He saw the things that most of us have not seen. So is President Biden going to do what's politically expedient, or is he going to go down for a man of amazing principle by doing the right thing? And the right thing is let Israel do what it needs to do. By the way, if God forbid, wherever anyone listening to this program, wherever you live in America, if hundreds of people were butchered in your neighborhood the way men, women, and children were butchered, the multiple rapes, the horrors that were committed, if it happened in your neighborhood, what would America do? So it is really perplexing and shocking that you have people running around in America who support Hamas, not the Palestinians. They support the Nazis. They're for the Nazis.